to Floridia Rollo. I'm your host, Floridia Rollo, and I'm coming at you with a late night stream. As you enter into the chat, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Salute to Ringo TV Reactions. Salute to Brainwaves Advice Topics LLC on a masterful breakdown of their recent videos. Many of you that are winning, you're going to notice people's sins. And the reason why I notice is because when you win and you handle your business and you take care of things accordingly to what the Lord have in store for you through Christ, these entities, which is the men, these deities, which is the ladies, people crashing out, they're not solidified in their life. And so when you remove them out of your life, their sins grow. See, when they was around you, they try to act like they was for you. They would support, they would speak highly of you. When you start seeing who they are and you call them out on it, instead of them repenting and owning up to it, they want to crash out on you. They want to say things about you that they always thought about you. And when they can't get a gratification of getting you away from your winnings, they try to go harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and try to push the envelope even more. And when they realize it don't work, they look mighty foolish. And then they try to come back in your life. You can't bring them back in your life. You can't bring them back in your life. Once they show who they are, you got to remove them forever, ever, forever, ever. For those who are viewing, make sure you like the video. If you want to support the Cash App is pinned to the top. I'm going to be on for a minute because we need to talk. Many of you starting to win. Many of you are figuring other ways to bring in assets for your future generations. And they think they could stop it. They can't stop what belongs to you. To you viewers, to you content creators, they really upset that your life is getting better. They thought they could bring all types of distractions your way and try to get you all soaked into their witchery and spells. We rebuke it and we send it back to the sender in the name of Christ. Amen. Because at the end of the day, not only they upset that I'm winning, they're upset that I'm in great shape. I'm finally at 200 pounds. That's right. I'm 200 pounds. I did my weigh in, took off my shoes, put my feet on the scale. I'm 200 pounds. I'm a lot more stockier. I'm working on the gut, trimming down, doing what I need to do. And they thought they could do love spells on me. They thought that they could attack me in a multitude of ways. It's not working. I'm beyond that. And I'm dealing with great people doing great things. Many of them realize that they can't come in, so they attack what I got going on, or so they thought. They see the support I give to people, and it eats them alive. because I don't ask for anything in return, because there's always a way that I'm being provided for. And when you confident in what you do and you make moves, they can't stop what belongs to you. Listen, y'all, a year ago, I was in New York. A lot of these people was talking ish about me being in New York. I'm in the number one city in America, in Orlando, doing great things here, being fully successful. All praises to the Most High, what He's provided for me. I didn't complain. I kept grinding and grinding and grinding. Listen, I'm to the point I could go to Miami every week if I want to, or go to any other state if I want to. No cap. And you know how I know? It's because these people been super crashing out on me. So the more they crash out on me, the more I know I'm winning. I'm around serious, important people. I'm in a great relationship with the lady that I am glad to be with. And when I was at the site today, I was on the phone with my lady, and this lady at the place was trying to get my attention. I said, I'm on the phone with my lady. She's like, I'm sorry. Because it was trying to pull off a skit. Let me tell you something. When you winning and people see your light and glow, people don't know how to conversate with you. Put a 5 in the chat if you recall me saying that. When you start winning, people have a hard time conversating with you. Listen, people are having a hard time conversating with me, y'all. The only people that could conversate with me is people that's very successful. The average person that don't have a clear mind cannot hear this type of conversation. It would take them 5 years to get the beginning of the gist of what I'm saying. I'm not over exaggerating. I'm so far ahead of what I'm doing when it comes to the vocabulary, when it comes to the language, when it comes to the understanding of currency is your name. You got many people in different spaces using my talking point now. They're realizing this. An important business person say, yeah, your name rings bells. That's the biggest currency. You could have $1 million, $1 billion, gazillion dollars. Your name is your biggest currency, and nobody could take that away from you. Listen, y'all, you got to get that frequency going. Some of you are doing it, my day ones, my true supporters. That's who I'm paying attention to. People trying to come in and act like they cool and they want to get down. My Instagram has become more stricter. It has become more stricter, y'all. Listen, I'm to the point that when I have conversations with people, it's so clear and precise and straight to the point. They're like, man, Rollo's on a whole different frequency. Remember, I came back down here, returned back to Florida last year, December 29th, 2024. I was having fun. I was traveling. I was going to different places. I got many stuff I wanted to do out the way. Finally went to Miami. Did my first time go to Dallas. Went to go see Brother Brainwaves in Atlanta. My first time in Atlanta. I did all those things within 3 to 4 months. That's unheard of. When I got back down here, I applied for a certain position. Boom, got it. The following week, I started working there. Had rent a vehicle. The old girl was solid. Houdini. A few months later, I'm in a relationship with this lovely lady. My point is that when you do what you're supposed to do, the cards will be in your favor as a man. Do not rush, fellas. Don't force the action. You will see results. So I appreciate those who support the Cash App. If you're supporting the Cash App, I appreciate it because right now I'm using my phone, the Galaxy S25. I'm not using my Apple phone 15. So if you're supporting the Cash App, I appreciate you. I send you an emoji. All right. I'm glad to see that you're supporting Ringo, Brainwaves, Forever Studios, and make sure y'all go check out my brother Photography by Zax. That brother is doing great. He's been here for 2 years. He's doing his thing. He's doing big things, y'all. He's doing big things down here in Florida. And I'm so glad that the Most High got me to where I put that brother on to some big things, and he's doing this thing with his lady. Powerful couple. Shout out to all the powerful couples. Shout out to the powerful couple mods of mine. Life with the Jones family. Soul Madian. What more can I say? Marilyn. Marissa Eldridge. Shout out to all the powerful brothers with their wives. Ringo, Brainwaves, Photography by Zax. Shout out to them. And shout out to my peoples that may not be in a relationship, yet they are taking care of their business. Shout out to y'all too. Shout out to those who are winning in a multitude of ways. The Darrells, the Forever Studios, the V-Dub Man Smiths. You know, you have Selena, you have many people that's winning in different ways. They're showing to be approved, right? As long as they're showing to be approved. Because at the end of the day, right, many people are winning in multitude of ways, doing their own thing. I want to see y'all win. Stay winning, stay striving. And like Ringo said, be careful, fellas. Be careful with these ladies on the internet and off the internet. Be very mindful and cognizant. People, when they can't have their way with you, they will use everything against you because they mad that you moved on. They can't believe that you blocked them. You don't want to deal with them no more. They can't take no for an answer. It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. We have Forever Studio in the building, and also Mrs. Farrell and Mr. Farrell, another powerful couple. Tell Mr. Farrell I say hello. Shout out to the married ladies, the married men, powerful couples. Keep doing your thing. Keep striving for greatness. It's great to see that a lot of people are learning about themselves and becoming more creative. These entities, these men, these deities, these women, they are in full sin. And what they're trying to apply is that they're not in full sin. Because their audience is in full sin. Because if their audience have any sense, they will see something's wrong with these individuals. They want me to go back and forth with them. They want me to say their name. They can't believe I ain't talking about them. They believe I'm talking about them, I'm not even talking about them. Everybody wants to know who's the lady. They want to know who it is. Tanya So 100 has been removed and blocked. That's who I was talking about. Yet, when Ringo was live, old girl think I was talking about her. I wasn't talking about you. I know you watching me right now. I wasn't talking about you. That's who I was talking about. Yet they always think I'm talking about them. They want me to say their name, say their name. They want me to say their name so they could get confirmation to make more videos about me. I'm not thinking about you. That's who I removed. That's who I blocked. Because she disrespected. Y'all deserve the glory. She disrespected y'all deserve the glory. She was laughing at y'all deserve the glory situation. And that was the premonition. It was her and Rebel trying to cast spells on me. The Lord is my witness. Yeah, I said the name, Rebel. And Tanya So 100 was trying to cast spells on me a couple of days ago, or you could say it 3 days ago. And then ironic, it's a full moon that they try to cast spells on me. And now she crashing out. She's no longer welcome over here. She's complaining that she ain't get help. That's another lie, because when I talk to her, I try to show her ways of getting certain things done. I'm not going to say what it is. She didn't take the initiative. She lied on Brainwaves. She lied on Ringo, talking about that these guys don't help. And I gave you my personal contact number. And when you call, it was about the same thing. And I got tired of hearing about the same thing, because then that lets me know you was becoming a monitoring spirit. It was not about what you was dealing with. It was about trying to get information of what I'm doing so you could go back to the ops. That's what many of you ladies have been doing lately. Some of you. And I paid attention. I removed her off the Instagram. I said, okay, let me see what happens when I remove her off Instagram. You know what particular YouTuber gonna say? I don't like women. No, I don't like wicked women. Get that right. I don't like wicked women. That doesn't mean I don't like women. I don't need wicked women in my life whatsoever. So let me make that clear. I don't like wicked, seducing, Jezebel type of women. And these be the main women that you think cheering you on, bigging you up. They are demonic. And they into demonic men. And if they into demonic men, I don't need to have them in my life. You're not going to try to take from me, lie on me, and slander me, and sneak this because of whatever you're going through. I heard bits and pieces of that video, and I shake my head. I say, wow, I got my confirmation. You on it. I know it's a full moon. They're trying to do all types of stuff to us. It's going to be sent back to the center in the name of Christ. We send it back to the center in the name of Christ. These entities, these deities, they watching right now. That's why it's only 2 people in the chat. I know the brothers is watching. Some of the ladies is watching that support my platform. They doing their work. They busy. Some of you on the road. Cool. Some of you at the site. Cool. At the end of the day, they thought they had me. And now they're trying to say to themselves, this guy is winning more. How is he so calm? Because I know I'm not doing anything wrong. They're doing a lot of sin. So on this full moon, you'll be cognizant. You'll be mindful. You'll be careful. Because you're not talking to a person. They got them things in them. They got them fangs in them. They try to get you caught up in some BS. So yes, that person is blocked. Many others. Because if you're moving funny, and I catch it, or someone else catch it, and I see it myself, you're being removed. I don't have to say anything. I'm just going to do it. Because, see, what's happening is a lot of people want to control your life. Don't let them control your life. The one who has the final say is Christ to the Heavenly Father. And I thank them each and every day for giving me the opportunity to be a voice of reasoning for them. Because it's not about me. When you're in a relationship with someone, you're making sure that person is good to the best of your ability. And when you have a family, you're making sure them kids good because you want to make sure you invest the right way for them. Not that individual. He don't care about nobody. He's trying to get sympathy from them entities and deities. Because that's the only people that's watching New Live channel. And what he's doing, he's trying to gavelize the women and some of these effeminate males, because they are feminine, to try to bring disruption to Ringo's platform, to Brainwave's platform. What they do with my platform, they come, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So they'll try to do spells. They type in spells. They don't come in the chat to do spells. They type spells. They sit and watch hours and hours. And they think it's going to work on me. No, it's not going to work on me. It's not going to work on them. Whatever y'all trying to do to our channels, we will send it back to the sender. They don't like the fact I get views. They don't like the fact I get support. They thinking that, well, you don't get that much views. You don't get that much money on YouTube. You don't know what I get and what I do. It's not for you to know. They super mad I got a new phone. And it's so crystal clear, ain't it? It's on high resolutions. I got my Apple 15 updated to high resolutions as well. They don't like the fact that many of you want to see me win. There's only few far between. I know who you are. And then there's those who try to come in and act like they're trying to slip into the Instagram so they could be like, oh, let me see what type of photos he had. Let me go share the information to others. Let me see what type of friend contact he has. People are weird. People are definitely weird. So when you come on this internet lively cuss, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? And congratulations on your success, getting your acres, you know, getting some business going on. Congratulations to you and your wife as well, fam. Keep doing your thing, lively cuss. Stay on the grind. Everything will manifest. I didn't even know you got live until I see your notification because you at me. So appreciate that. I'll check you out, see what you're talking about, of course. Out there in the great state of Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. Which I need to go visit back soon anyway. So far, we have 2 people in the chat. Let's get the lights up over 10. Can we get the lights up over 10? Can we get the lights up over 10? If you coming in and you rocking with the platform, you're a true supporter and you rocking with the platform. Let's get the lights over 10. I'm looking at my phone. I see Ringo's in the building. I don't know what's going on. My thing is only showing Forever Studio, Mrs. Farrell. Okay, so I'm going to look at my phone. Okay. That's crazy. Let me see. Top fans. Let me see. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. So salute Ringo. Mrs. Farrell says that's fast because there's certain women who used to follow Brother Rollo and they switch up on him. Yeah. You know what's crazy? The day my lady and I was together, It's the day Rebel started the trend. Rebel started the trend, then the other lady started the trend. You guys got to understand that these people are doing things to make me not be in a relationship with my partner. They knew I was going to be in a relationship. They know. Some ladies know because they be doing chats and all types of stuff, and they've been flipping out. Normally, when a man's in a relationship, ladies will be happy for you. It's only a few that's genuine. Majority of women, they're not genuine. And so when I said that, at first they was like, there's no way he's in a relationship. There's no way Rollo's in a relationship. So they thinking I'm at this high-end hotel, doing business, traveling. That's what people are accustomed of me being in these places. Yeah, I go to the nicest places. Why? It's not only because I afford it, it's because I want to be in the most comfortable place, right? Because I know I'm always going to get the money back. I'm at the point in my life, y'all, when you really winning and you're doing great, it's not even about the money. It's relationships, like Ringo said. Relationships going to get you far, and people will put you on to other people because you're not calling them to ask them for anything. Listen, I've been offered by particular powerful people. They had a mansion ready for me. They was like, look, you could use this, you could do your thing. We know you could take care of it. Boom, boom, boom. I said, no, I'm going to work for mine. You know why? They was like, oh, they had mad respect for that. They was like, that's the answer we want to hear. Because what it shows them is that you're going to appreciate when you get something. See, when I got my 2 cars, I appreciate it. One of them is being, I told y'all what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm not playing around. I'm not playing around. I'm making moves, especially with my lady involved. So there's a lot of great things going on. So these people are trying to make it seem like I force things on women. What the hell I look like forcing things on women? These women want me to do something with them. That's what it is. So when you look at this whole situation of this smear campaign, I force something on Charity. No. What it is that they want to know what it's like for me to have, what with them. Because I told y'all this story. I was supposed to be in the corn industry. I was supposed to be the Black Hugh Hefner. Why is that? When I was in Vegas, before I found out that I'm, represent the Most High through Christ, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, before I knew about the true Bible and who we are, I was in Vegas. I was 350 pounds. I had this Latina lady, Michael Baisden. He had a group thing back in the days. Y'all know who Michael Baisden is. We used to be on Yahoo, talking, Facebook. I got photos with important people in D.C. at that time. You know what I'm saying? I was around important people even back then that was in the Boule or fraternity. Yeah, I know people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in the sports industry, there's a fraternity and all that stuff. Anyway, Michael Baisden had a rep in Vegas I was talking to, a sister. She was a little bit older than me. She had her own radio station. She was like, hey, come on over to the Rio Hotel. For those in Vegas know about the Rio Hotel. Rio Hotel back in the days was a spot before all these Encore and all these buildings on the strip. So the real hotel was off the strip. So she let me stay in her pad that she, rented out at the real hotel. So I stood there and I was working for Delta at the time. I was a supervisor at JFK for Delta. So I used my buddy pass, boom, boom, boom. Went over there, first flight, first class. I set regular going to Vegas. I went first class coming back to JFK. So Hugh Hefner was still around, I believe, at that time. So he had a couple of people there. And I recognized one of the bunny ladies and one of the sister bunny ladies, that work at the ranch that Hugh Hefner had. So I'm with the Latino lady, I'm dancing well, doing my thing, do what I do, having a good time. And so these two fine white women, fine sister at that time. This is going back in 2008, y'all. So I'm drinking. So they come on to me because when she went to go to the restroom, they was coming on to me like, hey, come on over here. I want to introduce you to such and such. Now I had their contact. I never called them. And so I said, do I really want to get into that? No. They wanted to do it. And the crazy thing is 2005. This wasn't the first time. 2005. They was trying to get me to go to Vegas. It was two separate occasions. 2005, I was hanging out with this guy, Jeff, at the time from the Bronx. I let him stay at my place for a couple of years before he got his own place. So, it reoccurred again. I didn't do it. I looked at the number, I put it in my closet. I didn't rip it, right? I put it in the closet. And I'm like, this can't be it. So I was watching a video at the time, Hebrew Israelite camp go by the name of GMS. They was talking about how ladies moving. And then I started listening, and then I realized, oh snap, we are the book of life. Read the book. I said, I'm not gonna do it. I ripped the number. And at the time, I was just learning, the truth. Now, I told y'all that I admit that I dealt with someone who was married. I didn't look into her. And by the time I realized it, I repented of that to God, that I'm messing with somebody else's wife. Now, the crazy thing is that she already had 2 kids. Yeah, at the time. My Indian, when I legally went through the court, because you got to remember she is from the island, but her dad was Indian, her mom was Jamaican. So by the time I realized it, I said, you know what? I repent, but I'm going to do my best to deal with her. She was already on, moving on from the guy. So, to make a long story short, guys and ladies, as I learned through the walk later on, I stopped doing certain things I used to do. And I repented of a lot of things. I own up to what I did in the past. And see, the problem with certain individuals is that they wish they had the gifts that I have. That said individual was never responsible for any of the women that he dealt with. One thing about me, I was always responsible for the women I dealt with, or I no longer deal with no more at that time. And so for the women to be upset with me, it's because they wanted me to do something with them. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the truth. The truth of the matter is that some of these ladies have feelings for me on the internet. They're going to say otherwise because when you crash out like that on the brothers and then you crash out on me, it's personal. They more personal with me than what they saying about the brothers is so disrespectful and out of pocket. They getting super personal with me. They obsess over me because they had secret feelings about me. And see, I told you guys that some ladies, they could watch you for a long time. They be in the bushes. They've been taking notes on you, studying you. I already know that. So by them revealing certain things, what that tells me is that they wish that they could still be around me. They can't. I can't bring people around me that is moving funny. You get what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah. It's crazy how, because see, I got my phone here. I'm just looking at the chat. Let me see if I have, I'm trying to see if I can do something. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get this thing. Let me get this so I could get it situated. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get this situated real quick. That way I don't have to look down on the phone. I can have it right here next to me. Because my phones are charging. Give me 1 second, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Put a 5 in the chat if y'all. Put a 5 in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Because I want to make sure there's no interruptions. Let me type in the chat. So yeah, think about what I'm saying, y'all. I've been through a lot. I learned about certain things that I did. I own up to it. The Most High have redeemed me to be where I'm at today. So when I look at this whole situation that's been going on over the past year, it has a lot to do with people that want me to be in Florida. A lot of people did not want me to be in Florida. They wanted me to stay in New York. I was figuring out ways to get back to Florida. And I knew what I had to do. I had to be quiet. And once I returned here, it's been skies and limits, y'all. Look, I'm to the point in my life that I'm gratitude to be around important people off the internet, of course, dealing with Brother Ringo and Brainwaves, staying on code, you know what I'm saying? If anything I say wrong, they'll let me know behind the scenes, and we keep it behind the scenes. The only reason why I mentioned Taya So 100 publicly is because she crashed out on me. She crashed out on Ringo and Brainwaves. I listened to the video, and I'm saying to myself, this lady had my personal contact number. I tried to show her what she needed to do, whatever she got going on. She didn't want to listen to me. Listen, guys, if a woman don't believe in what you say, don't even waste your time. I don't got time to deal with people that don't want to take what I say seriously. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people don't want to help people that's rich. When I was talking to my rich peoples, one thing they said to me is they say, Rollo, you're going to start realizing when you become rich, not how much you make. Listen to what I'm saying. Because they say you're already rich. Your name is rich. You get it. They said it's more of the conversations. And I said, let me ask you this. You mean conversations of importance or conversations of growing? They love that answer. They say, yeah, both. Because when you have that type of respect for people and you're not really asking them for anything, all you is looking for is the best advice that's available to you, and you stay quiet and you listen. I always tell y'all, support people when they winning different ways. It's not only financial. It's that push. I push people to be great because I know I'm great at what I do. I know Ringo is great at what he does in Brainwaves. They have their way of doing things that draw different types of people. So do I. And that's because we've been moving correctly. When you move correctly or you have done anything wrong and you up to it, people of importance respect that. And they're going to let other people know about you. And that's exactly what's been going on with me. So when I be on the road and I do different things, they see it. The brothers see it. The ladies that really are women that's mature see it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you wives that make sure your husband is good. Shout out to you husbands that make sure your wives is good, your children is good. Because they are the future. And when I have my future generation, they're going to be greater than me. I expect them to be greater than me. And guys, you want to have a woman that is not only going to listen, that's not only going to make sure you're good, that she's going to give you the right information. Because oftentimes, guys, I've been with different types of women. I give them the benefit of the doubt, and it's just the simple fact that they want to control. I'm not letting no woman control me. I'm not letting no woman control me. And believe it or not, a lot of these dudes, like New Bum, the women's control him. He's not a man. He's an itch at the end of the day. One man whines and complains. You say you have tough skin. You don't have tough skin. Where I come from, we come from Brooklyn. We come from the trenches. I don't know how some of you dudes in the DMV are. I'm going to be straight up and I'm going to keep it a buck. I travel many places. There's some solid dudes in the DMV. He ain't one of them. He ain't one of them. That's a weirdo. It's a bunch of weird dudes, man. It just so happens that we give people the benefit of the doubt. When we come from Brooklyn, we come from the trenches. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, my family was doing their thing. At the same time, they was moving the way they're supposed to. I learned from my parents how to move correctly. And I just happened to do better than them. I had a conversation with my dad, you know what I'm saying? We don't agree on a lot of things. At the same time, I'm still my dad. You know, my mom, same thing. They like one day about this son, they're like, he moving around. He's not staying still. I don't stay still. Ever since I came out of my mom's womb, I was moving around. My mom said, before 4 years old, she's like, I had to have a lot of energy to keep up with you. You like to move around. I couldn't stay still. So I know when I have children, they're going to be super energy. Super duper energy. I know some of you brothers, you know, that have kids. Your kids keep you in shape. They keep you in shape. They keep you sharp. So when you look at your children and they grow up to be great citizens and model citizens, You look at the sky and say, God, you gave me the best gift. Not only a wife, but great daughters, great sons, because they are great because they come through you. Whereas these entities and deities, there's no growth in their seed because it's been rotten by the Father who gave the woman incorruptible seeds. And see, what they're trying to push is to have their children over the greatness of the righteous children, and that's not going to happen. The flip is happening right now with us, y'all's generations, the Forever Studios, the Ringos, the Brainwaves. And Ringo will have a son real soon in the future. Listen here, demon. It does not stop with him. He will have a son, whoever he chooses to see fit. And that's what you're worrying about. So you're trying to stop this man for providing for his family or brainwaves. You're trying to stop a relationship. And you can't stop what I'm doing. That's why y'all stuck. We're not stuck. Y'all stuck. You know? Oh, that's definitely. That's definitely. I'm looking at what the person is saying. Yeah, that's definitely. If you allow it. The thing is, I don't allow them to get an inch. They assumingly think they get an inch. I let them tell on themselves. So the more they tell on themselves, I'm just laughing. I'm like, look at this fool. Look at this moron. They think that they winning. They got all them deities and entities, irresponsible people in their chat. They still ain't getting no support. They get no support, whatever. You would think that Bum have, 206,000 subscribers, that he would do something right with it? He can't do nothing right with it. This small channel right here brings more bells than his large platform. It rings more bells. Ringo's talking point. It rings more bells. Because I realize it's not about how many subscribers you got, it's how many real supporters you have. That's something he will not ever get, because the demons will not ever get that. Only people with common sense will understand. Listen, even Ringo stated, there's smaller channels, no cap, there's smaller channels of where I'm at, they making bread. Why? Because they're moving correctly. They stay in their name. They don't be involved with the nonsense. And if they do, they know how to deal with it accordingly. And they still winning. That dude is not making that much. And whatever he makes, it's not going to him because he got them responsibilities. He really hitting it. See, don't brag about what you're doing on the internet and you ain't really got it fully together because you're not moving correctly. See, people that's moving correctly on the internet, we all go through our stuff. Everybody goes through their stuff, on the internet. At the same time, these demons, they catching hell even on the internet. Whatever they touch is not working. He thought he was going to have the biggest thing in that UP scams. Hey, Ringo, if you're still in the building, or Forever Studio, remember he said he was going to travel many places? He was, because he heard what I said. He said, I'm going to travel more than you. Ain't traveling more than me. He told his audience, I'm going to travel overseas. I'm going to travel to this state, that state. I'm going to come visit my supporters. You visit your supporters more than me? How you telling your audience that you're going to visit your supporters? You have not visited one of your supporters because you ain't got the funds. You ain't got the funds. Listen, when I visit my supporters, I don't ask them for anything. I show them a good time. Ringo's in the chat, he'll tell you. Before the fallout, I didn't ask Ringo. I didn't ask that Brokey. I didn't ask his partners. I paid for the bowling. And Ringo will tell you that's not cheap. But that's not the point of it not being cheap. I wanted everybody to have a good time. That demon and his partners in them, they was jealous because they couldn't afford to show. Let me explain something to y'all how this works. If somebody's coming to visit a place for the first time, this is where the dummy mess. This is why I knew the dummy was up to no good, right? You was looking at the money of Ringo. When I met Ringo for the first time, I didn't ask Ringo for anything. He offered. I didn't ask the man for anything. All I wanted to see is the brother happy and winning. And Newbury was jealous of that. He thought I was going to be on demon time like him. I wasn't on demon time. I was there to support the brother, to show him how to, use the vehicle, because it was his first time getting a vehicle. So I know what it's like to be your first time getting a vehicle. I was happy. And the crazy part about the whole situation, the person that got Ringo the vehicle, the dealer, he never shook Newbury's hands. He never shook Newbury's hands at all. Ringo's in the chat, he'll tell you. He shook my hand first. He said hello to Ringo's wife. He shook Ringo's hand. And he looked at Newbury. He never shook Newbury's hands. Never. He didn't even look at Newbury. He even knew something wasn't right. Looking back at the whole situation. Newbury didn't know nothing about vehicles. He don't know nothing about vehicles. I was showing Ringo what buttons to press, how to, the gas thing, have it at a certain level. His wife was driving at the time. So I was showing them so that, because North Carolina, they drive crazy in North Carolina. So I was showing them different things, how to adjust and stuff like that, because I ran a valet business. I'm familiar with these vehicles, so I was so excited to help. I didn't ask for anything. All I wanted to see is people happy. He was never happy for anybody. All he was thinking about was money the whole entire time. Listen, when you talk to rich folks, never show them. One rule, never show them you're thirsty for money. Because when you show them you thirsty for money, they will not ever put you on. They can't trust you. That's a rule. That's a commandment in the rich community. I gave y'all a gem. Never show them you're thirsty for money. And guys and ladies, that's a fact. There's successful people that watch our platform. They'll tell you if I'm lying. Never show them you're thirsty for money. He was thinking about money the whole entire time. He was not thinking about building relationships, friendships. And thank God that the Most High told Ringo not to put 10,000. Brainwaves was about to put 10 to 15,000 on the land. And they would have spent that money on frivolous BS. You see what I'm saying? Never show a rich person, you hear me? Never show a rich person you're thirsty for money. That's like begging a woman to get some. I don't have to beg no woman to get some. The reason why they pushing that narrative is because they mad no man is checking for them. They thought they could use me to get to the brothers. I've been telling y'all for a long time, some women that try to come in your life, use you, like in the industry, Let me give you a case and example. I'm trying to think of the girl's name. I'm trying to think of the woman's name. There was a particular woman, right? And I'm not saying Diddy have done his wrong and everybody deserve a chance of repentance, right? I'm trying to think of old girl. Okay, you could be successful, right? So what these women is doing, they're like, okay, how can I get to Ringo? How can I get to Brainwaves? Well, they thought I was the easy target. They thought I was the easy target. In order to get to Brainwaves and Ringo, I'm gonna get through Rollo. I'm gonna give some to Rollo, but I don't really want Rollo. I really want Ringo and Brainwaves. That's why fellas, you gotta be careful. Sometimes they'll try to get with one of you to try to get to me, or vice versa. Man, it's crazy. Listen, y'all. I know because I dealt with ladies on social media. They'll get with you, and the next thing you know, snap around to your ops. It's crazy. Even if you ain't do nothing with the chick, she using you to get to the enemy, or the enemy like, you go in there, try to weaken Rollo, try to weaken the other brothers. It's not gonna work. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So they see that that's not going to work. So then now they're crashing out again on Ringo. Everybody's going to. That's why I use the Trump analogy. Governor Abbott and DeSantis, because everybody is going to attacking Ringo. Everybody, mostly everybody. The whole internet. We got to go after Ringo. Then we're going after Brainwaves. And we're going to lie on Rollo. This is crazy, man. They always trying us. And what we do, we hit them with the winning season. They're like, how we get these cars? How we get these homes and investments? They're more focused on the material stuff than we are. We're not, listen. Y'all think I'll be focusing on the material stuff? Look where I'm at. I'm chilling in the house. Listen, I could go travel somewhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody hold on to the EV, get my gas car. I could travel anywhere in the state right now. But I'm doing this content. While that demon out partying looking for women. That's why that demon's in the club watching me right now. That demon out there somewhere, scallywag, low vibrational ATL, looking for another woman. Looking for another big woman, too. No disrespect. I'm just saying. He watching in the club right now, buying a $5 drink, watching me now. Because even the people that he say he loved don't even like him. Because he's not a likable person. And real successful people do not hang out with people like that. They don't want to talk to people like that. If that makes sense. So he thought that he was going to destroy our platforms. No. The lady thought that she was going to destroy my platform. No. Or ladies, or guys. They thought they was going to destroy me. The only reason why those people are in your chats is because they don't like us. The minute you talk about anything else, you don't have nobody watching. You know why? Because they don't care about you. They're not supporting you. And what's pissing them off is they're not getting the support they used to get. They are pissed off they're not getting the support they used to get. And one thing about us, our audience support us because they want to see us win, because they win it. They disrespect their own audience. That same individual, right? That same individual basically, you know what? Lied. That same individual lied on us. We helped that person, supported them. We came through in droves. Our audiences came in droves, and look what they did to us. They supported, yet they support it and don't like us. That don't make sense. You may ask, Rollo, what do you mean? If they supported, they cool with you. No, like Ringo stated, just because they supported, that's not, they're trying to force themselves to like you. It's only few far in between people that really rock with us, want to see us win. So to the ladies out there, be mindful of these men you listen to. Don't get yourself caught up in that new breed and all them warlocks and them witches, because it will drain your energy. And I'm here to tell you that we don't want to see you get caught up in the web. You got too much going on for your life. Don't let nobody change what you think about me. If you can't stand me, I get it. Not everybody's meant to can't stand me. At the same time, get right with God and Christ. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Not even us. Because that's the greatest relationship you can have. In order to have a relationship with God and Christ, you got to have real relationship with the people you see every day. We have not seen God. We know each other. We don't know God. Right? There's a reason for that. Of course, we have a relationship with God. The Bible says that, how can you say this and that? I'm paraphrasing. Y'all get the scripture. So, all I can tell you is that women breeds hate in a lot of people in unexpected places. And it's people that look like you. It's always people that look like you that want to see you in the bottom. I don't want to see many of you in the bottom. I want to see y'all on top, taking care of your families, your loved ones. That's what I support. I support greatness. I don't support sinners. We all have supported sinners once in our lifetime. We haven't in a long time. You get what I'm saying? Another thing a rich person told me is that family only call you when they want something. That's true. Family only call you when they want something. That's a turn off for me too. You're only calling me when you want something. You're not calling me to see how I'm doing. You're not calling to see if my family good, my peoples is good that I'm dealing with. You're only calling me to want something. No. When I talk to people, I see how they doing. I don't ask them for anything. If anything, I say I thank you for supporting by conversating, checking up on me. And we all got busy lives. At the same time, we check up on each other once in the blue, right? They don't like that. That we have real foundation going on. Us three, mainly, right? Because that's who they're attacking. Us three men. You got people from the past that I put on to many things. They just saying that I robbed them, I stole from them, I took advantage of women. I have not taken advantage of women. I helped so many women. If you was to see how much I did for women, it will make you realize I put myself on the back burner to make sure certain women was good that I didn't even deal with. Okay? I didn't even deal with. I didn't even meet these women. And I helped them. Talk with them, help them, put them on to certain things. And they disrespected me. Why? Because they couldn't control me. That's what it is. That's what it all boils down to. When these entities get these deity women, they can't control you. They go back to the ops and say, he did this to me, he did that to me. Shaking my head, y'all. Shaking my head. I moved on, y'all. I'm into a great space right now. And they try to bring me back to last year. Because that's what's on their mind. Remember I said in my video, they stuck in 2024. They cannot elevate. It's showing right now. We on to bigger and greater things, y'all. Ringo's videos is inspiring. It's inspiring because he's breaking down the truth. There's too many fake people, man. It's too many fake folks, man. He's right. And it seems like the more you win, the more you see fake people, man, coming around you. They wasn't fake when you was living in the projects. They wasn't fake when you was seamlessly looked down and out. People supported us more when we was in New York. Even Ringo, when he was in New York, people supported him more. The minute he moved to North Carolina, people frowned upon him for doing that. Y'all should want to see the man win. Y'all should be glad he got his family out of that situation. It's only a few. Everybody else just acting like they care and then they show their hand. It's crazy. It's crazy. The South, while it has its moments, and I get it, I wouldn't trade it in for the world. Because honestly, it taught me a lot about myself. And one thing, I agree with a lot of things in the Bible. When Abram had to leave his father and mother's land, he became a man of God. When Abram was of age, and God told him, leave, and I'm paraphrasing, leave thy father and mother's home, for I have a land for you. When Ringo heard the word of God, he thought about Florida. He looked into Florida at first. He wasn't too sure. You know, I get it, hurricane, certain things. So he looked into North Carolina. And that's where the Most High wanted him at. You know, Ringo could tell you his first choice, because he mentioned it in his video, was Florida. He thought about Florida, and then he looked into North Carolina. He looked around. He looked around. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And so he looked around. He seen what was best for his family. He had a conversation with the Most High. The Most High. Remember, I put a vote in. I don't think I put North Carolina. I don't know if I still have that on my community tab. I was telling the folks, what do you think Ringo will be good at? Florida, Texas. I think I put Georgia in North Carolina, or was it Tennessee? I don't remember. But a lot of people thought he would move to Texas, saying, however, North Carolina was the best choice because the Most High wanted him in North Carolina. You get what I'm saying? And it's more easier because, it's closer to New York. Because honestly, guys, Florida is far from New York. I'm not going to lie, it's real far, man. Because then you got to take the plane and all that. At least when you're North Carolina, you could, your family, whatever they got going on, it's more convenient, to go from there to New York, you know. But it's sad, man, how people stopped supporting when he moved to North Carolina. He should have had the biggest support, not only financially. People was viewing him more in New York than in North Carolina. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense. So you want him and his family to be in a studio for the rest of their life? We're supposed to have space as we get more successful. I'm going to tell you something I learned. When you have a house and you have a family in a house, you tend to be more responsible. Let me explain what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he wasn't responsible, Ringo, when he was in the projects. You tend to be more responsible because you appreciate life. Because the projects keep you comfortable. It keeps you not want to do more. The truth of the matter is, when I was living in the condo or living in the projects, I wasn't motivated. It's like I was doing the same thing. Yeah, I was saving here and there, but I was existing. I wasn't living. North Carolina has taught Ringo how to live for once in his life. He got out of the hustle and bustle. The place he has is huge, and it gives him something to do. Because as a man, when you in a projects and you in a apartment, you don't be you motivated, but you don't really want to do too much. But when you get to a certain age of youth and that weather kicks you behind, it gets cold. Now it's winter there. I can't do Ringo, I can't do the winter no more, man. I can't do it, man. I can't, man. I could do it for 3 weeks. I can't do it every day, man. I love the hot weather. The point is that at least when you are walking out, you smell the great air, man. It was polluted there in New York, man. You couldn't, like the brother was saying, you couldn't think clearly. You couldn't think clearly. I couldn't think clearly being in New York. All this toxin every day. So I could imagine what the brother was going to do. When he was doing his videos in New York, he got tired of doing it in New York. He outgrew New York. That's what people don't understand. We outgrew where we came from. It was a point in time, and it has its moment, but we outgrow things. And so it was that moment when he did his Ringo TV motor vlogs. and he went to go to his favorite spot, and I could tell he was not into it. There was a point in time Ringo's passionate about his videos. Yeah, it was that one particular Ringo TV Motivat video. I could hear the frustration in his voice. He's like, this can't be my life. God, I can't do this no more. I got to go. And it dawned on him. He said, man, I got to look into something else. So I know he reached out to me. He reached out to Brokey. And I was showing Ringo a few places to look into. You know, he did his research and then he talked to him. And it just so happened it worked out. You know, so of him finding a great place. And people don't realize that's not easy, man, to pack up your family. That takes a lot of energy, especially dealing with the nonsense there and then back and forth. This is why New Broke will never be successful. This is why I'm getting to. This is why I'm talking about this. New Broke had the chance to prove that he was serious about business. He broke one of the commandments. You ready to know what it is? Put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat. You want to know what commandment he broke. This is why he won't ever be successful. You had a man that was willing to spend $10,000 to invest on you. Dude, you have not seen $10,000 in a long time. You know how I know New Broke? Because you was thirsty to show Ringo around too quickly. When I look back at the video, because I'm very observant, and he went to the land, I seen the look in Ringo, and I'm a New Yorker. I know what I'm talking about. He looking around, he like, yeah, I might do it. But God was telling him the whole time, you're not going to invest. Ringo could tell me if I'm lying. The Most High was speaking through Ringo in the walk, not the talking with him and New Broke. The walk, God was in his head. This is not the place. You're going to find out why you did not put that money in. Ringo thought about putting it in before he went to go see the man. I know what I'm talking about. And so, the Most High didn't. So when I came, he was happy to see me. New Breed did not like that. 2 New Yorkers, he was like, oh shit. It derailed his plans of trying to get Ringo to invest. That was the whole play. And he had those 2 witches that Ringo saw that night when he left. The moral of the story is never be thirsty for money. We New Yorkers, we know when we see boys. Now, I'm a Floridian. Yet I always have that New York way. I know when the mother is trying to play with me. And I saw that with him. I saw the spirit. He knew I knew. Because I admit I used to set people up. That's why he tried to put me as the setup. He used that against me. That's what the demon did. I knew it was a setup. I knew it. It didn't feel right. Because I repented of setting up. So it was like the Most High had me go there. And I got hit the hardest. But I've been redeemed with my brothers. I may got hit hard financially. But let me tell you something. Having my brothers back in my life, thank God for Brainwaves, was the biggest gift. that I can't ever. There's no money that can repay that, and that's what he's mad about. It's kind of like people want Trump and DeSantis and Abbott to go at each other. That's why you need to watch that Trump video because I broke it down to the T. There was a point in time that Trump, DeSantis, Abbott was on eye to eye. And the Democrats, the Ebarazis, they were celebrating. But they didn't know that Trump, Abbott, and DeSantis came on good terms. And all the Ebarazis is moving to Chicago, moving to this place. What I'm getting at. Now they want to remove us from YouTube. They want to move away from us. No, we're going to call you entities out, you deities out for your sins. So that the public could see, their audience could see, if they keep on egging on these sinners, you worse than the content creator. You folks in the chat that's not calling out these deities and entities, you worse than these demons, warlocks, and witches that be doing the spells. Because you're supposed to call it out. And the Most High gonna deal with you for not calling it out. That's all I gotta say on that. You can't use us. You can't use people that's on point. And so he thought that Ringo was easy to manipulate. You know where we come from? Do you know we come from New York City? The land of hustlers, the land of go-getters, the land of scheming and plotting. We come from that. Brainwaves come from that. In the ATL, he come from that ATL. Yeah, he's moving correctly. But this dude here, he was thirsty for money. When I had on Pastor Rufus, I should have knew right then and there something wasn't right. When I had on Pastor Rufus, he was moving funny in that video too. At the time, I didn't think of it. Him and Mark the Messenger. Yeah. The two that's messing with the female cousins they dealing with. How come New Bro never said I was wrong about them being related? And him related to Trend, and him potentially related to D Dower. Quiet minds want to know. Why have you not debunked that, New Broke? Because see, at the end of the day, there are people that are relatives. Like GMT is related to DOD, their cousins. There's a lot of people related on YouTube. There's a lot of people that are cousins or, brothers and sisters, And they act like they're not brothers and sisters or cousins. They play it off. Well, we got to do this agenda, so make believe you're not this, you're not that. But y'all lying saying that Ringo's wife is his sister. That's a lie. That's his wife. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all is crazy out here on the internet, for real. Y'all really are. So, gotta get ready for later on today. Got an important day. Got business to take care of. Places to be at. So to my members owning, appreciate y'all. Thank you, Forever Studio, for gifting people, as always. If y'all want to become a member to see behind the scenes footage, the material stuff, cool. Thank y'all for rocking with the platform. Thank y'all for subscribing. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in at this particular night. If you're on the road, be careful. It's a full moon. People acting crazy. People crashing out, losing their mind, losing their marbles. Keep the hedge of protection. Resend it back to the center if they try to do harm to you. Appreciate y'all. I really do. I got some things I gotta look into. People sending me some information to download and do, you know, the business. So hey, it is what it is. Thank you, Ringo, for coming through as always, man. Appreciate it, fam. Forever Studios, and you have In the Mist in the house, and Mrs. Farrell. And to those, Robert, what's going on, Robert? Good to see you for coming through. If you supported the Cash App, I appreciate it. So let me shout out all the mods. You have Ringo, B. Duckman Smith, Forever Studio, Soul Madian, Brainwaves Advice Topic LLC, Real Topics. You have Mrs. Farrell, Mrs. Eldridge, Mrs. Edwards, Life with the Jones Family, Selena. You have Daryl, Zats. You have, let me see, who else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Is there anybody? Okay, Terrific Tasha. Shout out to her. Azandria, of course. Who else I'm missing? I'm trying to think. Eldana. You have, let's see, Lady D Davis, RZA. Thank you all for supporting, making sure the channel is good. Ringo got the greatest mods, man. They're doing a great job over there. Keep up the great work. To the mods over there. Yeah, I know. We know y'all be busy. We know y'all be busy doing your thing. Brainwaves mods too. So, with that said, I'm signing off. I'm really digging this phone. I'm really digging this S25. I'm gonna definitely get the 17 for me and my lady. I gotta get that 17 for her. We on what, iPhone 16 Pro Max? Yeah, I'm gonna get the 17 for her. So yeah, to all you haters, stop being mad that I'm winning in life. But then again, you giving me content to do. Thank you, haters. Because see, y'all motivate us to do great things. So, hey, I'm gonna get on out of here, get some rest. I'm gonna do a few push-ups. It's been a minute. Be careful with these people, man. Trying to push this agenda of hating other people, because you never know. The same people that hate is the people they're going to need to depend on in the future. This is why when you become successful, don't beg. Help them out. And in a long haul, they will put you on. That's how you win. So I'm going to play this clip. Hold on one second. I'm going to play this clip real quick. Now, it's coming from Anton Daniels. Now, I want you to hear what Anton Daniels have to say, right? Because he said something that I said, and so I want you to hear this. Because people that's very successful, and Ringo could tell you, we spend a lot of money. Ringo is correct. Before I play that clip, when you become successful, let me make sure the volume is down on my phone. Okay. When you become successful, Ringo said it, you got to invest. You don't hold all your money. See, rich people invest. They could be a millionaire and they spend a certain percentage on this and that. That's how you get a tax write-off. You never keep too much money in the bank. Rich folks don't keep no money. They invest. That's how they stay rich. You don't leave a lot of money in the bank because the bank will charge interest. So when they see you spend and invest and your portfolio gets greater, your taxes get lower. See, when you work a 9 to 5, you have to invest. You don't just, you save at the same time. You make sure you have your spending and separate it from your saving. Your saving is for a rainy day. However, a lot of millionaires, they're not really millionaires. How they stay a millionaire is investing. Because I could be a millionaire tomorrow. Many of you could be a millionaire tomorrow. You don't leave it there. You have to invest in that money. So when the tax season comes and they see you travel, you invest in the building, real estate, whatever the case may be, your taxes get lower. That's the key to success. Because a lot of people are like, how's these rich folks stay on top? That's how they stay on top. So without further ado, I'm going to let Anton tell y'all what he said, which I talked about. You know what I'm saying? Even you invest on your channel. You invest in your channel. You know what I'm saying? So when taxes, I mean, this is so much information, man. Let me play this clip because he was on a particular content creator saying this. Yeah. I'm only playing it to bring a point across, y'all. Because he talked about what Ringo been saying, your vocabulary. There's a certain vocabulary of success that you can't talk to the average person about because they're not going to get it. Let me see. I'm going to have to, let's see if I find it. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. I was watching a lot of shorts at the site today. Yeah, let me see if I find it. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me take this phone. Let me look at it real quick. It seemed like I have to look at this second. This is not it. All right, hold on a second, y'all. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see, this is it. I played it yesterday, so it's not today. It was yesterday I saw it. Let me see. Hold on a second, y'all. If I can't find it, it's for a reason. I can't find it. Let me see. Let's see if I find it. Nope, I can't find it. Anyway, y'all, all I can tell you is when you become a successful person, you spend a certain percentage on investing. And You have a portfolio of investing. That's how you get your taxes down, y'all. You can't have too much into certain things because what they end up doing is getting a certain percentage and you got to wait a certain amount of time to get that back. So that's what I've been doing, y'all. I've been investing everything I get, I reinvest, you know, because when you realize that you're going to hit that real number, that's when you invest more. And that's how you really win and let these demons fall apart because that's where they're going to end up in the lake of fire. Y'all take it easy out there. Salute to the mods and chat. Thank y'all for the support by coming through. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Brown royalty to the people. We the business. Y'all take it easy and peace. I'm also listen to Brainwave's video too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I know he's with the family doing his thing. So appreciate it, y'all. I'll holler at you soon. Peace.